Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beats, and I'm here to present you my MLB picks for Saturday, June 23rd. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all my MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. And if you haven't already, come check out our new website here at www.dfscheatsheet.com. We have a complete optimizer, premium content, everything that you need to help you compete with the pros day in and day out in the DFS industry for both Fanduel and DraftKings. We've been around for about 3 weeks now, and things are going very, very well. I've already been at the top of the leaderboards a couple of times. So, yeah, hey, if you haven't checked it out, like I said, come visit our site here at www.dfscheatsheet.com. Get your free 7-day trial and check it out for yourself, and let me know what you think. So, we got a small 4-game main slate. I do my videos for main slate, even though I understand early only is a lot bigger slate. Main slate's always what I focus on. That's what usually has, the biggest tournaments and all that good stuff. Let's just jump into these picks real quick, though. Before I do jump into these picks, if you don't mind, please take a quick second, drop a like below. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And, let's get into these picks. So you got DeGrom. He's expensive, but going against the Dodgers, we're kind of banged up right now. This is a spot where he could definitely have a really good start. He's been pitching very well on the season. He's probably going to be the top overall pitcher in general on the slate. You got Clayton Kershaw coming back. There's no way I'm going to pay this price tag for him. He was rushed back. I guess something happened with his extra minor league start, and so he didn't get to do it. So they said, hey, we're just going to bring you back up. He's going to be on a hard pitch count tomorrow. Probably only going to pitch, no more than maybe 75 pitches in my guess. Even though Clayton Kershaw is the best pitcher on the planet, tomorrow I'm just going to absolutely stay away. He has to show me that he's back and healthy again before I jump on board, especially at that price tag. You got Lance McCullers. He's actually having a really good season going against the Kansas City Royals. I like him in this spot. Kansas City, they have a couple guys who, have solid numbers off of him. But besides that, I'm not going to be scared of 2 guys out of 9. And there's really nobody else outside of Salvador Perez and Mike Moustakas. So I do like him. I think that he can have a really good start, and I think he's going to get some run support, since his team's going against Ian Kennedy, who hasn't been pitching very well. Then I'm going to look at Eduardo Rodriguez going against Seattle. He literally just pitched against them his last start. He went 6 innings, got 9 Ks, 2 earned runs, 49 fantasy points with a quality start and a W. At this price tag, you would definitely take those 49 fantasy points if he was going to for sure get you that again tomorrow. But one thing I will note is Seattle, they do have a couple guys who really crush lefties. Even though he had a really good start last outing, doesn't mean he's going to repeat and do it again. But he's been pitching well on the season, so I think he's a solid play on a little bit lower tier. Lastly, in strictly GPP, Jaime Barria, the young guy for the Angels. Like I said, he's a young guy. He's had an up and down season. He's shown us some upside, but he's also shown us a couple times where he's got blown up. I think that he's a solid GPP play, though, going against Toronto. Toronto right now, they don't really have too many scary people in their lineup. So if you want to pay down and stack up your bats, I think you can look at him for GPP. Catcher first base. So first I'm going to start with Mitch Moreland. The guy had a good game today. I think tomorrow Boston honestly is going to probably be, if not my favorite stack, one of my top 2 stacks going against Mike Leake. Mike Leake is just terrible. Mitch Moreland is 5 for 17 with a home run in his career already against Mike Leake, so I definitely like him in this spot. Very fair price tag. Salvador Perez going against McCullers. He's 4 for 9 with 2 home runs in his career, so I like him. Very fair price tag on Perez. His price tag is definitely going to jump up very soon. You can look at a guy like Smoke, probably a little bit more GPP play. Going against a young guy in Barria, we know that Smoke has double donk upside. So if you look for a low-owned guy that has some power in a good spot, I definitely think you can look at Smoke. Next, we'll go with Albert Pujols. Going against Stroman. Stroman's coming back off the DL for Toronto. Stroman's been terrible this year. I looked it up earlier. He had like a 7 ERA or something like that. Pujols is 5 for 10 with a double in his career against Stroman, so I'm liking him in this spot. The Angels are one of my other teams that I'm really going to be looking at tomorrow, along with Boston. So I'm going to throw Albert Pujols right there in the mix. Fair price tag, batting in the cleanup spot. Lastly, if we want to get a little bit of value, Brian McCann. I mean, the problem with him, I don't like where he bats in the order, but he's going against Ian Kennedy. I mean, the guy has good numbers in his career off Ian Kennedy. He's 8 for 24 with 3 home runs and 2 doubles. So if you're looking for a cheap home run, I think he's a good value play, especially if he cracks anywhere in the top 6 of the batting order, which I doubt it, but you never know. The coach may look at his stats against Kennedy and say, hey, we're going to bump you up today. Show us what you got. So keep an eye on that tomorrow. Next, second base, Merrifield going against McCullers. Fair price tag, going to be batting in that leadoff spot. Get you a little bit of power upside, some stolen base upside. Solid play. Probably a little bit more GPP play for me, though. D. Gordon, lefty-lefty matchup going against Rodriguez, but he is 4 for 5 in his career with the home run off Rodriguez. So 4 for 5. I mean, he's only got out one time in 5 in 5 at bats. So I definitely could look at something like that. It definitely has some stolen base upside. Got Jose Altuve. I'm also really liking these Astros going against Kennedy. So my favorite 3 teams are probably going to be Boston, the Angels, and the Astros. You got Jose Altuve, who's 4 for 11 with a double and a home run in his career against Kennedy, in a great spot right here. Ian Kinsler. He has a couple hits in his career against Stroman. Fair price tag, batting in that leadoff spot. Lastly, another Boston guy, Brock Holt, 2,500, fair price tag. He's 4 for 9 with a double in his career off Leak. Good play. Third base, I'm going to start with Bregman, Houston guy going against Kennedy. I'm liking that Houston stack. Mike Moustakas going against McCullers. He's 4 for 10 with the home run in his career. So like I said, pretty much, if you're McCullers, if you're going to go with McCullers, if he can get around Moustakas and Salvador Perez, I mean, I think he can have a really, really good game. Those guys do have some good numbers off of him. So, I mean, kind of, think about that. Like I said, I mean, I definitely think that it's a risk-reward opportunity, and I think McCullers is a really good play. But Moustakas, GPP-wise, he's going to be low owned, especially people aren't going to want to attack McCullers, and he does, have some hits and a home run already. Next, we're going to go with Luis Valbuena. I played him today. He didn't have the best game, but he had like 7 fantasy points or something, and he was dirt cheap, so almost got me value. I can't complain. Had, 2 home runs a couple games ago. The guy's really starting to swing a better bat. Going against, Stroman. I mean, Stroman, like I said, he's having a horrible season. I'm going to look to attack him. If Valbuena is going to be in that 5 spot, he's right there in the heart of the order. I'll definitely go back to the well on him. Kyle Seager, lefty-lefty matchup against Rodriguez. I mean, Seager is one of those lefties that actually does hit lefty pitchers pretty well for his career. He has a home run already against Rodriguez. Lastly, Devers going against Mike Leake, 3 for 5 with a home run in his career. So I mean, there's some solid third basemen you could look at. Shortstop, this is kind of the shallow position. You got Chris Taylor. He's been out the past couple of days. They say he's probably going to come back tomorrow. I mean, he's 2 for 3, so small sample size, but he does have a home run against DeGrom. DeGrom not really somebody I do want to attack on the slate, though, tomorrow. You got, Correa going against Ian Kennedy, liking that Houston stack. Bogarts, if he's back tomorrow, they said he messed up his index finger or something, but I'm expecting him to probably play tomorrow. I mean, like I said, you have to make sure that he's in the lineup. But if he is, he's 5 for 12 with the triple in his career off Mike Leake. And then lastly, you got Andrelton Simmons, another Angel going against Stroman. He's 3 for 7 in his career. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be the tough spot for me is shortstop. I don't know. There's a lot of guys who are, day to day, we don't know if they're going to play. We got to kind of keep an eye on that going into tomorrow, see who's in the lineup and who's not. But those are kind of the shortstops I'm looking at. Lastly, we'll go to outfield. Mike Trout. I mean, the guy's on an absolute crazy streak right now, and he's 5 for 10 with 2 doubles in his career off Stroman, so I don't see him slowing down tomorrow. Mookie Betts going against Leak. He's 3 for 9 in his career. I like him. I definitely like Betts. JD Martinez in that same Boston lineup, 4 for 11 with a home run in his career against Leak. Solid play. You can even look at Benintendi. George Springer, another Houston going against Kennedy. I like Springer. And then if we want to get a little bit of value here, we can look at where is he? Oh, is he not? If he's not in here, I'll make sure that he's in here by tomorrow. But I'm looking at Ben Gamel for the Seattle Mariners. The guy, he's 3 for 7 with a double and a triple in his career off of Rodriguez. So some solid numbers, and he's pretty cheap. Let me look up his price tag for you real quick. And then like I said, I'll make sure that he's in the player pool tomorrow. It'll get updated. It is early in the day, so it's early right now. This slate is not till tomorrow. I'm doing this video earlier, but he's 2,300. He's 2,300. Get you some value right there, especially if he's batting anywhere in the top 6 of the order. I definitely think you could look at Ben Gamel. And yeah, I mean, this video, I kept it short. I kept it quick. It's a small 4-game slate. I mean, it's going to be a really chalky slate, in my opinion. You're going to want to get those Boston bats in. You're going to want to get some Angels and some Houston bats. Those are the 3 teams I'm targeting. Get a mixture of them, and you can, either pay up for DeGrom if you have some value, or you can look at a guy like McCullers or Rodriguez. And that's just kind of where I'm at. So I hope this video helps you out. If you haven't already, please make sure and drop that like for me. Please make sure you got your notifications turned on. This way, if I see somebody that pops into one of the lineups that I'm really liking, I'll put a comment below. I don't want you to miss out on that. If you have any questions for me, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @RotoBeast, or comment below on this video, and we'll talk about what you got going on. So, hey, I'll talk to you guys later. Let's get some money tomorrow. Peace out.